Hi everyone, this is Galen Martling. Today I'm using leftover paper scraps and I'm going to create this sympathy card with butterflies. So I'm starting with scraps from Unity Stamp Company. They are stamps using Good Things with Wings, the January 2019 sentiment kit. And also the other small butterflies are from Pray Girl. It's a stamp set with Unity. So this piece of watercolor paper was in my scraps. It was used on a different project. So I used what that circle made in a different project. So this is the negative I'm using. And I have 3 little butterflies and a larger butterfly and a sentiment with using 2 different stamp sets. These were pre-stamped. I just didn't use these particular ones, but I didn't want to throw them away. I knew someday I would use something with them. And so now I trimmed using a die cut by My Creative Time this circle panel so that it would fit good on the card front. And so I am going to just position this butterfly where it would fit inside that circle. This butterfly panel is just trimmed, wonky trimming. It really wasn't used for anything, so it's not going to fit like a shaker card, but it's going to be perfect for a frame, sort of a butterfly window look. And so I added some glue and I positioned this frame over where I think I want that butterfly. And then you just carefully place it down over that glue, and you take off any of the excess glue that might be going outside the lines. That's the back there, and I just wanted to remove any excess glue there. So these are the big butterfly and the sentiment came in one kit. The Good Things with Wings, and the small one is from a different smaller set. The small butterflies. And so now to make it fit, I just used my scissors and I trimmed off any excess overlapping areas of that bigger butterfly panel. And then we're going to layer this later on, and so you won't see the back. And I think it looks great. That's what it's going to look like on the card. And so this is watercolor that was used using ink blending with Distress Oxide ink with splatters of a little bit of water. It's a watercolor panel. And so these butterflies were stamped but not colored, so I went ahead and colored the butterflies to match that background, and I kept the colors like a craft and blue. I thought those colors look good together, so I kept it really simple with the coloring. These small butterflies have this really pretty floral design in them. I like that. Then I used that Copic marker, that crafty brown color, to just make the edges finished. I just used that color along the edges of the butterflies. Now I'm just playing around with all of the pieces to see where I want to place them, how I want it to look on the card. I wasn't sure if I was going to use all 3 of those small ones, but I'm going to do that. So I added some foam tape behind the sentiment and all of the small butterflies. I have foam squares I use for the tiny pieces, and longer strips of foam tape for the sentiment and the back of this panel here. And so you go ahead and remove that film and you start layering up this card. It's so easy to do, especially when you already have pieces that you can just put together. And so I take all of the film off of these little butterflies as well, and then I curve up the edges of the butterflies. I make them so that the wings look like they're folded up. In person it looks 3D and it lifts off the page really nicely. It looks like they're floating. Now just for added accent, I added some adhesive pearls in blue. You can use sequins if you want. This already has some adhesive on it, but glue works great with other gems that you might have. Sequins, and use what you have. I'm a big fan of just use what you have. These are older gems that I have, but most any will work. And there you go. It's a really sweet card, perfect for sympathy. And I hope you give it a try. Thanks so much for watching and have a wonderful day.